we diddling? Hello. Right, welcome back to this programme. Right. SDPG is back, bigger, better than ever. We're not really, we're just the same old shit that you saw on Monday. Right, welcome to the qualifying day here at the NW200. Hope you're all well today, guys. Timetable is on the right hand side of the screen. Super Stock qualifying session is now up, so get yourselves in and yeah, we'll have a blast, hopefully. Well, I have been put in a bit of a bad mood before the stream because Ted was rhyming off some of the worst jokes in history. That book needs to be burnt, Ted. I can arrange the burning pretty sharpish. Right, okay, let's get... Hey, Lou Man's joining us. Oh, goodness gracious. The man, the myth, and the legend that is Lewis. We love Lewis. Right, okay, let's do some housekeeping then before we crack on. Check out the old FaceTube, everybody. SD Gaming, we are trying to get it up to 100 subscribers and more. We're at 71 at the moment, so the more we get, the better. Go and check out some of our recent videos. This photo finish one was an absolute cracker. Go and check that one out. Also, a big shout out to, Sean at Right 5 Deliveries at iCrix's R5L on YouTube. Go and check him out for some fantastic content regarding liveries. There you go. What's going on here? Let me refresh my page because it's all just a bit discombobulated. There you are. That's a big word for you, whatever day this is. I don't even know. Can't remember. Right, that's better. That's better. Right. We're also promoting the website as well, www.sd.product.gaming.com for all the latest news. And yeah, all the bits and bobs over there. So go and check that one out. Oh my goodness gracious, I do apologise, I've got that many imposters joining, it's ridiculous. And also from this weekend, we are starting something new here at SDPG. I don't mean a new series, we are starting to give you some programmes, ladies and gents. Yes, so we'll have programmes, so it's going to be like BSB ones, but they will be in virtual form, 20 pages of content, all relating to BSEC. So yeah, please take some time to check those out when it is released. They'll be on the social media, so check those out as soon as they're up. Right, so we are just going to give the riders a couple of minutes because we're starting very early. There is no rain forecast tonight unless I decide I'm going to be horrible later on, which I probably will be because it is me and I don't really care. Okay, so what else was I meant to promote? I don't really know. Yeah, there we go. So the timetable for tonight, we've got R5L Super Stock Qualifying, then we've got the Flights Finkley Super Sport Qualifying, then the Maltese Superbikes, and the Jude Harvey Foundation Super Twins. So all sessions apart from the Super Twins will be 20 minutes. The Patterns Super Twins will get 25 minutes. We're just going to try and rattle through this as quick as we can. Just because, well, the sooner we're done, the sooner we can go and have a party. So we got a returning face to the channel, ladies and gents. I'll tell you a bit more about him when we get going with this session. Okay. Yeah, we'll just hang fire for a second. If you haven't been catching any daytime streaming, I have been doing that on purpose so that people don't see how terrible I ride. We've been doing some MotoGP 25 career mode, been really enjoying that. We did our latest 3 or 4 rounds today. So that series will be on YouTube in the coming days. And all the action from the SDPG NW200 will also be on YouTube in the coming weeks and days. I disagree, Ted. It's a lot of editing will need to be done due to the fact that I can't race properly, and well, I just keep crashing and getting on that penalties, etc., etc. So, well, thank you, Ted. See, he's a good egg. He's a good egg. I think he's got a lot of making up to do after some shocking, and when I say shocking, I mean appalling jokes before the stream. Honestly, I'm surprised I'm still here to do the stream. To be fair, it was a bit touch and go, but we're here, we're ready, ish. So, right, we'll just give the ride another couple more minutes. Ted's giving me all sorts of sign language. I swear I just said I was number 1 in quite a rude way. Well, I think he wanted a high five, and then he was doing all this. So, makes perfect sense, really. Bless him. I do worry about him sometimes. This is just payback for all the, honestly, the pain and suffering I've suffered today. Also, ladies and gents, Ted's not very well. Again, he's got man flu or something really wrong with him. Jan's, again, I don't know where Jan is, but I believe he already made his excuse up last night. I can't really go into much detail, but it's not really PG, but yeah, bowel movements of some sort of, in quite a drastic way. So, there you are. I did say I'd say that on stream as well, so there you are. Well, you see, we must be looking at a different weather forecast, Ash. Excuse me, Ted, we can't be saying things like that, son. That's a bit... Heavens. It's a bit... We need to be keeping that information, you know, a bit personal. Right, okay, well, before Ted reveals what he's going to be doing next, let's crack on. Okay, so we've got 8 riders for the Superstock qualifying. We've got a few people not here tonight. We've got a few people running late as well. It's all good. It's all good. We are going to get started early. The sooner we get started, the sooner we can finish. Oh, that's all right then. We'll hopefully have that done then, Ash, before it rains. Well, if it rains, that'll make it interesting. I tell you what, for the Superbikes, we'll have some wet weather. There we are. Right, so this is qualifying. This is where it now gets a bit more serious. Well, if we can be serious around here, which we usually can't. Bosh, everybody's in. Lovely stuff. So, we've got Superstock qualifying. First up, then we go with the Super Sports, and then we go with Super Bikes. So, let's see who is first out on track. It is Lewis. So, yes, a returning face to the channel. Lewis has not been with us for, oh my crikey, for a long time. But in our very first series, Lewis was involved, and his first race was on the podium. That was way back when TVs were black and white. It has been a while, but good to have little Lou Man back with us for tonight's proceedings. And he is on the Malton R5L Yamaha. If you don't know, Ted and Lou are cousins. I don't know how they put up with each other, to be honest, but nobody messing, lads, only messing. Right. I'm so going to be unpopular after this. Okay, let's have a goosey gander. Let's have a look at who is doing what. Adam is... Oh, he's got lost. Recalculating route, and down he goes. Unlucky that for Adam. Tips off at York Hairpin. As we have a look now at the Super One, not brought his cape with him to the Northwest 200, doesn't want it getting any holes in it. I mean, he's good at that on the circuits by crashing, so he doesn't want to make any holes in him with all the stones around the Northwest 200, so he's kept that one at home. Probably sensible with how aggressive Ted rides. Right, down towards Station Corner then, on the R1. So, for riders that haven't qualified, he's loving this, for riders that haven't qualified in their relevant classes, they'll just start at the back of the grid. In what order, we'll figure it. Whoa, Ted! What is he doing? Should he... Can anyone else see his cape? He must have it on. Oh, Ash has tipped off at Station Corner. I think we know who's to blame for that. Right, so Ted's off on his merry way. So 20 minutes is not a long time for these riders to get laps in. They're probably only going to get 4, maybe 5 tops. Oh, as Charlie there hits the curb at turn number 1 and down he goes. As we now have a look at Adam heading down towards Station Corner. When we go racing tomorrow night, ladies and gents, that will be tomorrow night. Racing will commence. So looking forward to that one as we have a look at Adam now on the BMW. Lovely stuff. And in towards University then for the number 92 machine. Get 197. Down in towards University then, in towards the left-hander. And over, over the bridge there. And in towards the Ballysally roundabout then for Adam. This will be a good opportunity for these riders to actually get a good starting position. Obviously, Jamie's not here for qualifying for the Super Stocks. He's left work a little bit later than he would have liked. So whoever gets on pole here is in a very good position to potentially take a win off Jamie, because it's going to be hard to come through from the back of the grid, but if anybody can, it's certainly Gamer Jamie. As we have a look at Adam now, 206.1 as he heads up towards the Mother's Cross chicane. Hard on the brakes. So I've got a few riders there going past the petrol station, heading down towards Station Corner. As up towards the Macroboy chicane, already 4 minutes into this qualifying session. Listen to that BMW, absolutely sensational stuff. Hard on the brakes then for Adam into the Macroboy chicane. Through the left, through the right. As he runs now down towards Metropole. Tiny lap so far from Adam. As he goes down towards Metropole now. The BMW sounds unreal. Into Metropole then for Adam on the power. In towards Church Corner then. Hard on the brakes for the number 92 machine through Church. On the power. And about to head over Black Hill. Through Black Hill then over Black Hill he now goes. He runs down towards the Juniper Hill chicane. It looks like a few riders are restarting laps. The problem is, if you keep doing that, you might not get one good lap in. So you're going to have to really try. If you do crash, just carry on. Just carry on. That is my advice. Looks like most of the riders are doing that. Oh, as Adam there gets it a little bit wrong into Juniper. He will be penalised in game for that one. As through the Quarry Hill section now into the final corner, and the first lap time of Superstock qualifying is about to be set by Adam. The R5L Superstock session is well and truly underway. A 4:12.475 for the number 92 machine. Good lap that from Adam, even though he just made a slight mistake at June, but he'll get another couple of goes at it. Let's have a look. Who's next on the road there? We've got Charlie who's next on the road. Keep an eye out for Charlie as he heads in towards Metropole. Lovely stuff through Metropole in towards Church Corner. This is quicker than Adam's time at the moment for Charlie. Was until he tipped off at Church. On the APR Racing BMW. Oh dear, into the bridge he goes. That's not gone well for Charlie there. Mason Roth. Here is Mason over the line. He's going on to a lap. Looks like riders are restarting quite a bit here. So who's going to be next? Oh, as Lewis, I guess it's slightly wrong through the Mother's Cross. Whoa, look at that. He's taking after Ted with all this flying. Speaking of Ted, let's have a look as he heads down towards Juniper Hill. The old one just a little bit down on top speed compared to the other bikes, but still, in road racing, it's all about staying on the machine, and Ted's pretty good at that. This way proves me wrong now. I mean, I didn't say staying on the track, I said staying on the bike. Oh my god, Ted. Got a little bit close to the curb there. Is in towards the final corner. Goes the Super One. Through the final corners, we see Ted now over the line. It's a 4:18.4 P2. Only 2 lap time set at the moment. We'll have a look at other. Is Joe there? Where's Joe? In towards the final corner. We'll see if if this is a flying lap or not. Over the line it goes. Nope, no flying lap there for Joe. As you have a look now at Lewis on the malted R5L Yamaha. Oh, dearie mate. Oh, we've got issues there for... Oh, right, we could have a red flag here, people. Yep. Okay, we'll stop that. Yeah, we have a red flag, red flag, red flag, due to, well, I don't need to explain what the problem is. There! George looks tired. There you are. Say, look at that! Right, okay, well, that's ended that. It hasn't really, it hasn't. We are going to run 10 minutes then for super stops. We will, another 10 minutes. So these guys are really going to have to get out there and do the business. We are going to count those times that were set in the first run of this session. They will be counted. So I think there's only 2 on the board anyway, Adam and Ted. So we will count both of those when we go with, well, when the super stop session is over. So it will be 10 minutes. We'll run this. So yeah, basically, lads, if you fall off, then yeah, get back on and just go for it. Basically, no time to mess around in this one. And there you go, lobby's up then for you guys. Jump in. Right, once everybody's in, we will crack it on. Well, that Ted's just not with it, bless him. He's just too busy messaging, you see. Really, George? We're going to go down this road, mate? Okay, everybody's in now. Right, lovely stuff. So, there we are. Right, let's take that off. So we might be a little bit behind time now. No, we won't actually. We'll still be pretty good on time, which is fantastic. Right, okie dokie, so we'll get this one underway. Lovely stuff. Right, let's get this one up and running. So 10-minute session then. So like we said, Adam and Ted's time will count if they don't improve in this one. It is, mate, indeed. So we have a Discord server with all SDPG members in it. If that's become a member, if you've got Instagram, my username's sd.productions21, I believe, or just type in sd.productions.gaming, give me a message, and of course we will get you in to our server, and then you can take part in all these events. Right, here we go. Short, sharp session then for Super Stop. The R5L Super Stock qualifying is now back underway, and already the riders are frantically getting out there, trying to get a lap time in. Well, we'll see what happens in this one then. The riders are really going to have to get on with it. They know that. I don't need to keep reminding them. And in towards the first chicane then for Charlie and George. I'm liking that. That's, so I'm guessing same team, but different colour scheme. Like that. Oh, George had a humongous accident there in the background. George then restarting his lap. Charlie off on his merry way down towards York hairpin then for the number 24 machine. Oh, nearly taking out our cameraman. Into Mill Road roundabout then for the number 24 machine on the power for Charlie as he heads down towards Station Corner on the APR Racing BMW. Already a minute and a half gone of this session. Oh, look at... Oh, that was a strange crash there for Charlie. Oh. I will put it in the chat, mate. I'll just reply to your comment. There we are, mate. So it'll have our logo, obviously, in the profile picture. So hit us up, and we will get you into the Discord server as soon as we can. If I don't respond to messages too quickly, then don't be alarmed. I will get back to you at some point. Right, Mason Roth then on the Honda, the Ugly & Co Racing Honda. Down towards University then. Yeah, the BMW certainly got a bit more pace on the Honda, hasn't it? Oh, is Adam there? He's clipped the curb at Station Corner. Thank you very much, mate. I will get back to you. If it's not tonight, it'll definitely be tomorrow. Right, so let's keep an eye on the riders then. And into the Ballysally roundabout then for Ash. I believe Mason Roth is the first rider on circuit. He is indeed the Ugly & Co Racing Honda then. Be looking to repeat his success at the SDPG Ulster GP, where he did take 5 podiums from 5 races, and that was 3 wins as well at the Ulster. Did a fantastic job. Did the number 36 machine. We will see if he can continue that this week at the Northwest 200. So tomorrow we will tell you a bit about the glitch that's in the game here at the Northwest 200, and it's only in, well, it only appears in races, so we'll let you know of that tomorrow, and the procedure and steps we'll take if it crops up. Right, Mason Roth now in towards the Macroboy chicane for the number 36 machine, through the left. Whoa, that's a huge accident there for Mason. And back to the pits he goes. He's only going to get 1 lap at this, so he's going to have to make it a good one, otherwise, well, that'll be interesting. Right, who was next on the road? I believe it was Ash as he runs down towards Metropole. Hard on the brakes then for the number 2 machine through Metropole now. Nicely done for Ash in towards Church Corner. I think that's a little bit off what Adam did earlier on. Whoa, Ash getting the BMW all out of shape. Through Black Hill. Down towards the Juniper Hill chicane then for Ash. Whoa! Well, his bike did somersaults there. That probably wasn't the best route for Ash. Right, well, he's stopped. Interesting tactics here for some of the riders. Right then, so we're looking at number 34 of Super Ted. He heads in towards Black Hill. Lovely stuff. Down towards Juniper Hill chicane then for the number 34 machine of Super Ted on the Malted R5L Yamaha. Will he better his time from earlier on? I can't say yes or no because I can't remember his time. Okay, Super Ted now through Juniper Hill. Oh, look at that from Ted. I think he did 3:18 something in the first part of the session. Joe, 4:20.631. At the minute, that is a front row. That's Ted now through the final corner and over the line he goes. 4:16.0, so he does improve his time by a couple of seconds there. Who's next? Ash, a 5:07.083. George through the Ballysally roundabout. And on the power up towards Mathers Cross. Who's that? That's Charlie, a 4:16.826. Goes second in this session. Hard on the brakes now for George at Mathers Cross. Oh, really pushing the BMW there. The BM protested. As George now heads up towards Macroboy chicane. We've got 4 riders still yet to set a lap time. as Lewis goes over the line. 4:37.999 for the number 69 machine. I've just realised I've got two number 69s out there. Well, at least I realised before Christmas. There we are. Right, George now down towards Metropole. I'm not sure who's ahead of him on say. It's Mason Roth, I believe, just ahead of George. That's through Metropole now. Goes Mason. Nice done. In towards Church Corner then. In towards Black Hill now for the Ugly & Co Racing Honda. Nicely done there from Mason. We've got just over 2 minutes remaining of this qualifying session. So this is his only lap that he's going to get in. George not far behind either. We'll have a look, see where Adam is on the circuit in just a second. In towards Juniper Hill then for Mason Roth. Through the left, through the right, on the power. Through the Juniper Hill chicane and up towards the final corner of Quarry Hill for Mason Roth. Let's see where this will put him. A 4:12. I can't remember the exact time from Adam. Was the top time earlier. We've lost Lewis from this one. A 4:13.7 and 4:13.8 from George. Very close times there between the Honda and BMW. So at the moment your front row will be Adam, Mason Roth and George. Whereabouts is Adam as he heads down towards Metropole? He should get this lap finished. Down towards Metropole for the number 92 machine. Into Metropole for Adam. Nicely done. And in towards Church Corner. Pretty much on his pace that he sets earlier. So this could be quite a good lap from Adam. And just seal that pole position if he can keep this one going to the end. Next up, ladies and gents, will be the flights of Hinckley Supersport Qualifying. And they will be on track in about 5 minutes' time. As you see, Adam now heading down towards the Juniper Hill chicane. Into Juniper Hill then for Adam, through the left, through the right, and into the last part of the chicane. And checkered flag now out for the R5L Super Stock Qualifying. And in towards Quarry Hill then for Adam, and that will be pole position for the R5L Super Stock at 4:10.888 for Adam. Fantastic stuff. So everyone did improve. Sorry, Ted and Adam improved their times from earlier on. So that will help all. Well, that'll just help us out, won't it, really? Joe improved though, 4:19.4 at the end. Where's Ash? Not going to complete his lap on this one. That is all she wrote then for qualifying for the R5L Super Stock Race. That will be tomorrow, and let's confirm those times. So it's there we go. So that is your grid, and we'll have Adam on pole ahead of Mason Roth with George rounding out row 1, Ted, Charlie and Joe row at number 2, and then we'll have Lewis and Ash rounding out the field there, and obviously everyone else will will join in at the back. Right, okay, good session that from all riders. Let's get the next session ready to rock and roll, and it is the flights of Hinckley Super Sport Class. They'll go over 20 minutes, not 25. We'll try and save a little bit of time if we can, due to the stoppage that we had earlier. So let's get this one ready to rock and roll. Let's have a wet session, only joking. We'll save that for Super Bikes. Okay. Oakley, Dokley, Oakley, Lee. Right. I've got the lobby up now, so get yourselves in, chaps. and I've got my assistants with me as well. Ted's first in, he's won that race, look at that. I have got my pals with me, I've got Pablo and Andy. Yeah, look at that. Bonk, bonk. There we are, so we're going to say hello to Andy and say hello to Pablo as well for channel points. There we are, lovely stuff. So this is Super Sport then, for the SDPG Northwest 200. A good turnout for this one by the looks of it. Fabulous. Right, let's get into the next screen if it'll let us. I don't know what it's doing. It's being funky. Ah, dearie me. Oh, it's not letting me proceed. What is going on? Yes, Charlie. Oh, what's it doing now? Brilliant. Wagwan. There we are. Right. Well, this has gone well. There's a red flag before the session's even started. I've been booted out. Let me restart my game and I'll be back with you in a sec. Right, apologies for that one, ladies and gents. We have technical issues. Hooray. Yeah, it makes me so happy, that. Okay. Does anyone want some music whilst we're in the background? I can sort that. Trust me, I can sort this. Right, I might see something else for a brief second. Bear with. You just about to see my Spotify. That's really bad. It's alright, no you're not. Because we're going to hide! Wee, look at that. Oh dear. That's not gone well, that. Yeah, you saw that for a bit too long, I think. Well, we need something in these red flag situations, so I can sort that right here, right now. Right, I need you to let me know if you can still hear me when I play the music. Let's go from the different set. It's a good idea. Let's do this one, right. Okay. Music is now playing. Can you all hear me A-okay? Tell you what, I am going to turn that down. I can still hear it.
Life's too short, so no stop signs.
There we go.
Blowing dirt roads, going 95.
Yeah, here we go.
It's
a Fiesta, not a Ford.
You'll be Bonnie and I'll be Clyde. Carved your name in a bullet eye. Save for you on the day
Have a race, mate. Have a race. No,
got one in the chamber till death does you favors.
Till
I see you later. So douse my Chevy in gasoline. Silhouettes burning and gun smoke screens. Kiss me while there's bullets passing by.
It might be a bit close to it. How's that? Is that any better? This is good. We should just have it whilst you are riding. You lost time again. Again. Right, I'll go nice. Right. Okay. We'll figure something out in the end. That is beautiful, Lewis. Thank you, mate. That is lovely. Call me. Call me, maybe. Right. Let's rock and roll then with this one. Lobby's up. Now, right, okay. Well, what we'll do then is we'll stop the music because no one needs to hear that. There we go. We'll stop sharing that. Marvellous. Right, okay, so that's all good. Oh my god, the telly's about to turn off. Oh, dearie me. Yeah. We're probably not going to benefit from that in the future. Okay, well, we're learning. We're learning. That's all good. It's all good. We like to learn. Right, I am going to knock it down to 15 minutes, lads, just because of time. This event has been horrendous to plan, and I mean horrendous. So we try and operate within a certain window. So between 10 past 7 when the countdown starts and 9:30 is usually when we like to stream, and that's probably the preferred times for us and the community, so that's when we do most of our streaming. If we go much past that, I don't like it. Does not, and I'm in trouble, basically. But it can be done. But also we can't stream any earlier because I've got family, and it's just yeah, rip your hair out moments. Pretty much. Right, okay. Right, I think everyone's just about ready to rock and roll. Gamer Jamie's here, everybody. Lovely stuff. Right, let's rock and roll. It's time for the flights of Hinkley Supersport. So we've knocked it down to 15 minutes, and I didn't do the weather. Oh dear. It's all going a little bit peak-tongue, to be honest. Oh dear. Right. Oh. Sweating like a pig in a butcher's. Okay, let's not get anyone booted. Let's go. Let's go. Come on now. Let's be going. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's be going now. Let's be going. Okay. If boot anyone, I swear to God, I'm going to boot off. Oh, it's booted. Oh my God. Right, I'm booting off, people. Booting off. Right, okay, so it's time for the flights of Hinkley Super Sport session. 600cc machines. We've lost a bit of time due to the red flags that we've suffered. So, I'm sure I saw Scott for the first time this evening. We have indeed on the Exact Moves Yamaha in towards the first chicane then for Scotty Too Hotty then. Is that the L word? Might well have been. Might well have been. Right, I think Scott's our first rider on circuit. He is indeed. The number 5 Yamaha. They're not going to miss Scott this week, I can tell you now. As he heads down towards the York hairpin. Got Mason Roth not too far behind. That'll please him. Into the York hairpin then. We've got a bit of a train forming here. We've got Scott, Mason and Charlie. And into Walk. Whoa! Okay! Scott now takes Mr. NASA title. Whew! Did Mason keep that one going? Yeah, of course he did. Look at that. Mason Roth could be a good shout for the Supersport class, you know. You heard it here first. Right, here we go then. Mason Roth now down towards Station Corner. Let's listen to the Triumph through station. Is he flat out? That's the question. Yeah, absolutely penned on these Supersport bikes. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Get Mason now. Whoa, yes, lovely stuff on the Ugly & Co Racing Triumph. Lovely stuff. Got Adam just behind him on the Kawasaki. Good stuff from Adam. Missed the Ulster GP, but he's back at the STPG Northwest 200. Next up on our roads calendar, ladies and gents, is the APR Racing Southern 100. That is... so, it will still be us running it, and it will be the usual process. It will be on a Monday through to a Wednesday, and it is around the time when the Southern 100 is in real life. So there you go. The APR Racing team, his real life team, that's, I think it's Charlie's dad's team. I do believe, I could be getting that completely wrong. Charlie will correct me, I know he will. But yes, so I believe Charlie's dad is riding in the Southern 100, or I'm not sure. I'll get some more details off Charlie. That'll be a good idea. But yes, so APR Racing will be the title sponsor of the Southern 100 event. Looking forward to that one, and that will be in a couple of weeks' time, ladies and gents. That will be so. Here's the calendar then for the next few weeks. We've obviously got the Northwest 200. Then we go, next week we fly back to British Shores. We go to Alton Park, where we'll have BSEC pre-season testing. And that will be test number 2. And then we will go with the Southern 100 a week later. Then the week after that is round 1 of BSEC. So quite a busy schedule coming up. But it's all good fun. We're loving it. We are absolutely loving it, ladies and gents. As through. Oh, the macro boy chicane then for the number 36 of Mason Roth, nearly clipping the curb. As down towards Metropole. He goes. Adam not too far behind. Adam's had a great lap here on the Kawasaki. Not the favoured machine on the short circuits, but on the roads. Could be a dark horse. Adam's very quick on anything you put him on. I can tell you now, he's not slow, is he really? Let's be honest, no riders in my community are slow. As you get Mason Roth now through Church Corner, nicely negotiated. Heads up towards Black Hill. Lovely stuff. Good lap so far from Mason as he heads into Black Hill. Looks like Adams tipped off in the background. Whoa! As soon as we say Mason had a decent lap, he tips off at Black Hill, but he will keep going with this lap. Good shout, Mason. As in towards Juniper Hill. Adam is there. Looks like Joe in the background as well. The Ugly & Co. Racing triumphs. Oh, look at that from Mason. Getting it all out of shape, and we'll go straight on at the Juniper Hill chicane. He goes straight through. He will get penalty time for that, ladies and gents. Into Quarry Hill then for Mason. As we have a look at Joe now into the final part of the lap. Oh, and that's a 4:27 for Adam, a 4:25.4 for Joe, 4:34.396 for Mason Roth. Super Ted, a 4:24.968 for the Malted R5L Yamaha. He goes to provisional pole position. Ash, as he heads down towards Station Corner. Where's Gamer Jamie? Here he is, as he's now on the same stretch as Ash, down towards Station Corner. He now goes. Who's that that's doing the lap time? It's Lewis, 4:43.565 for Little Lou Man. And he's up to 5th. Lovely stuff. As we see Ash now down towards University. Oh dear, that's the L word. That's not good. That really is not good. Right, in towards University then for Ash. Of course, got his first SDPG win at the SDPG Ulster Grand Prix, ladies and gents, in the main Superbike race, the Ulster GP Superbike race. Ash did a great job there, battled Alfie all the way to the very end, and managed to hold him off and take the win. Scott now up to P4, 4:28.917 on the Exact Moves Yamaha. So at the moment, ladies and gents, it is a Yamaha, Triumph and Kawasaki on row number 1. Then we've got Yamaha, Triumph and Yamaha row 2. But all will change, I am sure of that one. George onto a fly lap now. Same for Charlie. Good effort on the liveries there by the APR team. As Ash now through Mathers Cross and in towards the Macro Boy chicane. Let's have a look then who's doing what. Scott's back out onto circuit. Adam now down towards University on the Kawasaki. That sounds awesome, doesn't it? That sounds lovely. Through University, a bit wide there for Adam, but up towards the Bally Sally roundabout. We've got Mason Roth not too far behind. Through the right, back over to the left. Nice, there was only half a second there between the top two, I just noticed. Oh, Kawasaki sounds lovely. Whereabouts is 10? Heading down towards University. So we'll need to keep an eye on Ash and Jamie. They'll be coming towards the end of their laps. As Ash now in towards Church Corner. Nicely done. And in towards the Black Hill section now. Through Black Hill and down towards the Juniper Hill chicane. Hard on the brakes then for the number 2 machine. Through the left, through the right. On the power. And through Juniper Hill he now goes. It's been a good lap from Ash. Looking at the split times, this could be challenging for provisional pole position. Into the final corner of the lap. Nicely done there for Ash. Surely this will be provisional pole. Over the line he goes. A 4:22.093. It is indeed. Where's Jamie? In the wall. So not gone smoothly there for gamer Jamie. Keeping out of the way there of Supercenter. 4:25.832 for Jamie there. So he would, that would have probably, well, that would have put him pole position if he hadn't have tipped off there. Jamie now sets off on another lap. They're still on the head of row number 2, so it's not too bad at the moment. Still waiting for Charlie and George to set their lap times with the McAvoy chicane for George. Charlie's on a very good lap here. Is number 24 machine. Heading up towards Black Hill now. Good stuff. Into Black Hill then. Nicely done. And heading down towards the Juniper Hill chicane on the APR Racing Yamaha. Hard on the brakes then for Charlie. Nicely done. Through the left, through the right. Oh! On the power. Nicely done. And a 4:20.919. Adam's gone top of the times. Mason Roth. 4:22.523. He's gone into P4 now because Joe's done a 4:21.959. Charlie, well, will he slot in a 4:20.922. 3 thousandths of a second down on Adam's lap time there. And that has put him P2. What a good performance that is by Adam on the Kawasaki and Charlie as well. Great effort that from Charlie. Oh, Ted, I've just seen Ted's barrel roll in there. I don't know what's happened there, but there's clearly been some sort of incident. Into Quarry Hill then for George, the final rider to set a lap time. Over the start-finish line, he goes a 4:27.032 and slots into P8 on the times. Scott now through Church Corner, just shy of 4 minutes remaining on this one. Into Black Hill then for Scotty Too Hotty. Nice done as he runs down towards the Juniper Hill chicane on the Exact Moves Yamaha. Feels weird not saying Exact Moves Kawasaki there. But in towards the Juniper Hill chicane for the number 5 machine. Nicely done, avoids the curb on the inside. If you catch that, you'll know about it. That is for sure. Very competitive times then from the Flights of Hinkley Supersport riders as into Quarry Hill, the number 5 of Scotty Too Hotty then. Through Quarry Hill, let's see if this will be an improvement for Scott. It is indeed, goes up to P8, a 4:27.025, narrowly beating George on that one. Right, Jamie now down towards Metropole. Oh, somehow gets it stopped. That looked a bit lively under braking, but he's managed to get it stopped. Oh dear mate, pressing all the wrong buttons. Bear with, there we go. It was a couple of tenths up there through the opening part of, through that sector, I do apologise. As he heads up towards Black Hill now, I presume it would have been, it was a mistake in the final corner, let's not forget, so you can just keep this one going. This will actually be a pretty good lap time from gamer Jamie. Down towards Juniper Hill chicane then, just over 2 minutes remaining of qualifying then for the Flights of Hinkley Super Sport race. That'll be coming up tomorrow. Through the Juniper Hill chicane, through the right, through the left, back over to the right hand side and into the final corner. Oh, down goes Jamie again through Quarry Hill. So there's certainly more time in Jamie's lap, but over the line he goes, a 4:25.045. That is an improvement for Jamie. As you have a look now at the number 34 machine of Super Ted on the Malted R5L Yamaha, as he now heads up towards the Macroboy chicane. In towards the Macroboy chicane then for Super Ted. Through the left, through the right, on the power. Nicely done, well negotiated by Ted, who now runs down towards Metropole. It's right on board then with the Yamaha. Hard on the brakes then, into Metropole he goes. On the power. He heads towards Church Corner. Let's have a look at the set time. He's a second and a half up then through that sector of the lap, through Church Corner and in towards the Black Hill section. So let's have a look. So second and a half won't put him in terms of improvements. It will not. We won't see any improvements until let me get my teeth in and the brain in gear. A checker flag is now about to be shown for the Super Sports, and indeed it is. Ash has gone top, everybody, on a 4:20.850. He takes that right at the depth of this session. So it's Ash, Adam and Charlie, your top three for the Super Sport grid. Everyone's done apart from Ted and Jamie. As you see, Ted now through Quarry Hill. Let's see if this will be an improvement. Oh, he's wide at the final corner. Over the line he goes, and he does a 4:23.046. So not far off the pace there for the Super One, and Jamie won't get time to finish his lap there. Righty ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. Let's get these times confirmed then. So very tight at the top. They're less than a tenth of a second. Covering your top three around this circuit. That's pretty impressive. So it's Ash, Adam and Charlie, your front row for tomorrow's Super Sport race, with Joe, Mason, Roth and Super Ted on row number 2. And it's Jamie, Scott and George rounding out row number 3 there. Righty ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. There we go. So let's get these super bikes ready to rock and roll. I can hear the bikes warming up. It is indeed the super bikes next. Then it will be the Super Twins. And then it will be bedtime. Yep. Okay. So let's crack on with this one then. Anybody want some music? I'm not giving up on this. Promise you now. We're just not going to give up. Session is now up then. Riders, get yourselves ready to rock and roll. George first into this one. Go on, George. Should we do a wet superbike just to really annoy people? I think we should. I think for banter purposes and for the entertainment value of the show, I think a wet session is needed. Ash, what's your weather forecast saying, mate? This will determine it. Ash, if you say it's raining, oh, like I said to you the other day, I don't have favourites, but you're my favourite. That's because Ash was subscribing a lot the other day. He's a good bloke. He is a top man. Still dry? I think that might be a typo, Ash. Wink, wink. Right, okay. It's still dry. Damn it. Also correct. If he says no, also correct. That's it. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. No, I think we should just have a wet session. Let's have a vote. Wet. There we go. It's a democracy, not a conspiracy. No, conspiracy. Conspiracy! Hey! Hey! Jamie says it's raining. Right, that's good enough for me. Lovely. Wet session then. Hey, yay, 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 yay. As if I would. Or would I? No. Hmm. I'm actually... Well, Jamie said it's raining, and Jamie's Northern Irish, so there you go. Deal! It's dry, everybody! It is dry session. Dry session. There you are. That's worth a sub. Okay, let's do this. See, I panicked short then. I was a bit sat on the fence, and it did tickle a bit, that. Oh, we've lost Jamie. I'll just wait for Gamer Genie. There he is. No worries, my mate. No problem at all, son. Wonder what bike Jamie's going to roll out on. Ah, that's right. Right, okay, so we are just about ready to rock and roll with this one. Let's go. Yes, Ash, you living legend, son. Thank you, my friend. There we are. That. I'll tell you what, ladies and gents. I don't like to swear, but Ash, the dog's bollocks to this, mate. Thank you so much, buddy, for the gifted. I am actually... No, I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to set a discount on gifted subs. I mean, you have to do a chunk, but... Anyway, right. Ash, you're a legend, mate. Hope you go polling this one, son. Like I say, don't have favourites. But Ash, if I did, you'd be up there. Right. Oh my goodness, I'm dying. Right, lovely. Okie dokie. Let's go with this one then. Let's see who is going to top the super bikes. The Malted Superbike class is underway. Qualifying then is a go for this one. We've only got the 8 riders out for this super bike session. As in towards the first chicane then goes the number 92 of Adam. Had a fantastic super sport session. Will he have the same luck here in super bikes? Well, we will find out as the session progresses. And in towards Primrose Hill for Adam as he now heads down towards York Corner. Nicely done there from Adam. So the field is mainly contained of BMWs. There is the old Kawasaki. Yes, I did say that. Kawasaki in the mix. And also Yamaha as well. There we are, ladies and gents. We'll have a look at the Kawasaki in just a moment. But through Mill Road Roundabout then goes Adam. He's got a whole train of bikes behind him. Who's he got behind him? I think he's got George and Joe. George and Joe, of course it is. I've got to double check now. It is George, yes, of course it is. Right, listen to this. Oh, was that Joe tipping off there? Oh, okay, George is, well, broke his bike there. That was, yeah, that was huge. Huge crash there for George. As we see Adam now down towards University. Oh, doesn't that sound... Don't want to swear. The dog's bollocks. That sounds lovely. Right, in towards University then goes Adam. Nicely done on the power. Using a bit of back brake there just to get the front wheel on the ground. And in towards the Ballysally roundabout then goes the number 92. Oh, it's warm in this commentary box. That's all I'm saying. Looking forward to race night tomorrow. Ladies and gents, we do have 5 races to bring you tomorrow night. We'll have 2 Superbike races, and each of the class will get a run out as well. I believe the Super Sport category, Super Twins and Super Stock will all run over 3 laps. The 2 Superbike races will be 2 4-lap races. So looking forward to that. That is tomorrow night, though, ladies and gents. 7 past 7. Excuse me, live here on Twitch. as per usual, with all the SDPG shenanigans, and the highlights will be on YouTube later on this week. But we are currently looking at the number 92 machine of Adam as he heads in towards the Macroboy chicane. Look at that, dancing with the BMW, hard on the brakes. Oh, just gets through Macroboy there without any issues. Lovely stuff down towards Metropole for Adam. Nicely done. As we ride on board then with the BMW, hitting well over 200 miles an hour as he slams on the anchors. Great stuff that from Adam. Could be a real dark horse when we go racing tomorrow into Church Corner. This is a good lap so far. And then towards the Black Hills section now. No worries, Alfie, mate. No problem at all, dude. Yeah, have a run out. Why not? Whoa! Adam tips off there at Black Hill, clatters the curb, but keeps going with his lap. Right, as we see Adam now in towards Juniper Hill. Who's next on the road? Looks like could be Ash, actually, that's next on the road. We'll go with that, and since he gave us a subscription, of course we'll have a look at Ash then as he shoots down towards the Juniper Hill chicane. Hard on the brakes for the number 2. Adam's time will be popping up any second now. Through Juniper then for Ash. Through the right, through the left, back on the power. Adam does a 409.797. That's a fast lap. Straight off the bat from Adam. That was with a crash as well. Incredible stuff. As we see Ash now over the line, he goes, a 404.385. That's shifting. That is shifting. Gamer Jamie, 402.883 for the number 86 machine on the Team Valley Racing BMW. Goes to provisional pole position. Whereabouts is George? Through University he now goes. Let's have a look. We'll have a look at Charlie, sits on the Kawasaki number 24 machine. The only Kawasaki out there at the moment. Scott is also on Kawasaki for the roads. Through the final corner, of 425.857 for Charlie. Clearly had a bit of a mishap on his flying lap. Got Joe just in behind. And he'll set off on a lap. Supertail on the Chameleon's Tattoo Parlour. Yamaha. Lovely stuff there from as we have a look now at Mr. NASA. Mason Roth into the Macroboy chicane. Oh, well held, Mason. Well held as he flies now down towards Metropole. Hard on the brakes then for Mason through the left-hander in towards the Church Corner. Nicely done there from oh dear me, my other half sent me some jokes, I believe, so we'll share those after this one. There you go. My other half will contribute to the stream here at SDPG. I do apologise there, ladies and gents. Very unprofessional getting distracted, but it's easily done. Right, in towards Juniper Hill then for the number 36 of Mason Roth. Yeah, nicely done that from Mason. Maybe just a little bit wide into the left, but that's okay. Keeps it on the track. Oh my goodness gracious me! Mason there. Very nearly tipped off. As into Quarry Hill then for Mason Roth. Let's have a look. So this isn't going to trouble the top times, I wouldn't have thought. He does a 407.379. Goes third. Good effort that from Mason. Lovely stuff. As Adam now in towards York Corner and off on a lap. Oh, look at the commitment there from Charlie. Absolutely flat out on the Kawasaki. 6/10 up through Sector 1. We'll keep an eye on his progress. George through the final corner. Over the line of 406.275 from George. Goes onto that front row in third place. Super Ted and Joe, the only two riders not to set lap times yet. Where's Joe on the circuit? Heading up towards Macroboy Chicane. Ted's doing gymnastics at Macroboy Chicane. Let's see if Joe can negotiate that a little bit better than Super Ted managed there. Into Macroboy then for the number 69 machine of Front Row Joe. Lovely. Yeah, solid. Good stuff that from Joe. Down towards Metropole then. Who is it we have? We had any improvements? I don't think we have. Up to this point. Hard on the brakes now. Into Metropole then for Joe. Nicely done through the left on the power. Towards Church Corner for the number 69 machine. 309.1 through that sector. Not a bad sector of the lap for Josie. Heads in towards Black Hill. On the brakes then through Black Hill for Joe on the power. Down towards the Juniper Hill chicane. Into Juniper then for Front Row Joe. Again, a little bit wide at the left, but has gathered it up nicely. Very difficult, that left-hander, because the curve's quite abrupt. If you hit it, you'll know about it, basically. It's not very forgiving at all. But Joe through Quarry Hill. Let's see what the lap time is for Front Row Joe. Over the line of 4:06.871. Good opening lap that from Joe. That puts him P4 on the standings. It's just Super Ted left to set a lap time. He's off on another flyer. So he has got time. We've got about 10 minutes of this Malted Superbike session still to go. As we see Charlie on the big Kawasaki. Down in towards Station Corner for the big ZX10. Yeah, ultimate commitment that from the number 24 machine. Let's have a look. Oh, just about to say, let's have a look at Ted as Charlie now flies past us. Let's listen to the R1. Nice. That does sound awesome. Let's have a look then at Gamer Jamie. Well, Jamie, very quick round the Northwest 200. Let's see if we're about to get a sub 4-minute lap time. Not on this lap. 3.6 seconds off on this lap so far. Well, this is pretty much Jamie's bread and butter. He's transferred his skills onto the short circuits. A very quick rider is Jamie. Would never count him out of an SDPG race while that's on circuits. Roads, dirt, snow, ice, gravel, anything. Jamie will be right at the front. I can bet on that one. Well, into the Juniper Hill chicane then goes Jamie. Got George just up ahead of him. He's going out on another flying lap. Joe's just leaving the Bally Sally roundabout. We'll get next sector point up then for Joe. He's now half a second up then as he heads up towards Mathers Cross. Hard on the brakes. We get the big BMW stopped. He will. Great line that from Joe. Down the little dip there as he heads towards the Macroboy chicane. Lovely stuff this from Front Row Joe. Good showing at the moment, beating teammate Mason Roth to Ugly and Oh, I tell you what, Mason's 2.5 seconds up on this lap. So we'll keep an eye on Mason's progress as we see Joe through the Macroboy. Oh, just clipping the curb. That's unsettled the bike and has thrown Joe over the top there. Right, Mason Roth now in towards Black Hill on the number 36 machine. Yep, looked good that from Mason. Was quite a chunk up through that last sector point. On a 4:07.3, so this might get him front row if he can keep this one going. But will it get him P2. Well, that's a big question. Let's see whether Mason can nail this final sector. Oh, give the curb a little bit of a look in. As through. Quarry Hill now for Mason Roth. That sign's brilliantly placed. Over the line then for Mason. He does go third on a 4:04.982. Ash goes over the line to start a fresh lap. So this will probably be his final flyer. Let's have a look. George now into the Bally-Sally roundabout then on the APR Racing. BMW, do apologise. Ted has now set a lap time on a 4:08.593. I think we may have a technical here for Super Ted. Let's listen to the bike. Yep, it's done. It's cream crackered. Oh, it sounded all right then. Funny that. Yeah, funny that. As soon as we look, oh dear. Ted's cream crackered. Bike's not cream crackered, it's dead. No, don't say that again. Oh, no. That could get us in trouble. Anyway, Charlie, now down towards University on the big ZX10. Number 24 machine. Oh, lovely stuff that from Charlie. Nicely done. Oh! Fair play. He knew that was going wrong. Sat it up and has gone back to the pits. Well, fair play. Good presence of mind that from Charlie, as we see Adam and Ted now circulating together. Let's ride on board actually with Ted. Let's get his perspective on the Chameleon's Tattoo Parlour Yamaha R1. Over the line in towards the first chicane. Got Adam up ahead. This would be quite a good reference. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that from Ted over the curb. I'm going to just look away now. Let's have a look then at Adam, who's just ahead of Ted. So we'll see whether these guys get a lap. Was Ted running wide there? Nope, fooled us. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on their progress as we go through this one. As we get front row Joe now through the start-finish area and over the line. He goes onto another lap. Let's get George through Quarry Hill. Great stuff that from George, and over the line he now goes in, still in fourth, 4:06.2. Mason Roth is in P3 on a 4:04.982. Jamie's still on top though with a 4:02 as the Team Valley Racing BMW machine heads through Quarry Hill now. I think he's had a bit of a problem on this lap, but will go again. He will get just enough time to squeeze in one more flying lap. He does a 4:07.7. With an issue. I mean, come on. It's taking the disco biscuit. Oh dear. Jamie's now done some acrobatics. Now, the first chicane. Great work, Jamie. I'm sure that wasn't part of the plan. Charlie now heads out on to second. Mason Roth heading up towards Mathers Cross. Let's have a look at his next set time. Is it green or red? It's green, just by a tenth of a second. Let's keep an eye on Mason's lap time. See Joe now in towards the start-finish area. I think he's going on to another lap. He is indeed. George through station corner. That sounds the dog's danglies, doesn't it, really? Half a second up then for George at the moment. So, yeah, this will be good going if he can keep this one all the way to the checkered flag. Oh, huge moment there for George. Bike snapped there and got into in a bit of a pickle. And it threw the number 17 onto the floor. Unlucky that for George. Let's plug the map book in. That might be a great idea, actually, so it doesn't die on us. As we get Jamie now in towards the Mill Road roundabout. Through the right, through the left on the power. And down towards station corner. So at the moment then, lap times are as follows. Ash has improved on a 4:03.523 there, so not far off Jamie's time. That looks like Ash is done for this session. So Jamie on top, ahead of Ash. Mason Roth rounding out row number one at the moment. Then George in the box, Joe's in the box. Ted is flying down towards Metropole. He is indeed, so we'll keep an eye excuse me, on Ted's progress. Let's go through the next sector point. 2/10 up there for Super Ted at the moment. Clips the curb, down he goes, and he is fuming. That bike. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Recalculating route. There we go. Oh, Adam's also pulled off. Technical issue there for the BMW. Ted's got lost. And Charlie is... Where's Charlie? Into the Bally Sally roundabout on the big ZX10. Lovely stuff. Whereabouts is Adam situated? On the run down to station, I believe. Ted's given us a good vantage point. He's not got lost. He's doing some videography for us. We'll go with that. Unfortunately, there's no bikes coming through. Oh, Mason Roth. What time's he? Oh, yep. Everyone is now pretty much taking this one easy. Let's get Jamie. He's on a fast lap, though. And he heads down towards the Macro Boy chicane. No. And also Charlie as well. He's pushing on. So we've got two riders on the fast laps then in towards the Macro Boy chicane then for the number 86. Through the left, through the right. Lovely. Down towards Metropole for Gamer Jamie. Final session of qualifying night here at the Northwest 200 is about to begin. It will be the Super Twins. They'll be out in about 5 minutes' time. Been an interesting session, that one I can tell you. But we'll get to that when we get to it. As we get Jamie now. Let's go. Let's cross down to Ted at Church Corner to see Jamie through. Lovely stuff. Charlie's about to go through as well. Lovely. Thank you, Ted. Much appreciated. Oh, he's still there. Bless him. He's still lost. Could be interesting. Team of Arena. Yo, you meant to be out in the Super Twin. I don't know where I am. It could be a problem. Okay. Checker flag now out then for the Malted Super Bike class. I did miss Jamie's sector time and Charlie's as well. Just because we were looking at them from a different angle. That's through the left, through the right. And Jamie now heads up towards Quarry Hill. Nearly hits the curve there. Does Gamer Jamie. Into Quarry Hill then on the power for the Team Valley Racing BMW. And it was an improvement, a 4:08.46 for Jamie. Great lap. He's on pole position ahead of Ash. With Mason Roth in third. And we'll go down the rest of the riders there. Charlie improved as well on that lap. So here's the grid order for the Malted Superbike race tomorrow. Jamie on pole ahead of Ash with Mason Roth round out road number 1. Then we've got George. Charlie improved that on his final flying lap. And then it'd be Joe rounding out road 2. Then it'd be Super 10, Adam, and the rest rounding out the field on that one. Right, I'm just going to have to unplug my microphone for a sec, ladies and gents, because I've got wires all time. Lovely. There we are. Right then, we'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. Let's have a look then at the Super Twins. The Jude Harvey Foundation Super Twin qualifying is on the way. This will be an interesting session. We're all going to give them 20 minutes. I know it says 25, but 20 minutes will be just enough. We can Ash. Whether it'll succeed or not, mate, probably not. We'll have a look. I believe Ash has just told me secretly it's raining, so there you are. Will be nice. You can have rain on the slowest bike. It's clouding over a bit here, so there you go. Riders, get yourselves in. It's time now for the pattern / Super Twin / everything else. In the moisture. Up the moisture. Right then, let's go to the next screen. Da, 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 da. Oh, new boots for Charlie. Ooh, lovely stuff. Oh dear, I think I might have just moved something. No, it's all good. Right then. We're just about ready then for the Super Twins. Yep, let's rock and roll with that one then. Oh. Good job we didn't. Right, everyone is on the correct machinery. Okie dokie. Let's rock and roll. Let's have it. Okay, let's go. Oh, look at you lot getting your excuses in early. Like that. Right then. So the final session then of qualifying for the SDPG Northwest 200. Yeah, is in slightly damp conditions. Oh. Went without Ted. I believe. Oh. See, he's pointing at me. I can't... Oh. Ah. We didn't go without Ted. He's been... Oh. Well, that's just... Yeah, that's Tedist. Oh dear. Well, that... So you can breathe now. I was going to say we didn't go without you, son. Oh, it's typing again. Ted's typing. Got a text. Right, we've already had a crash at Quarry Hill. No idea who that was. See? Thank you, lucky stars, son. It could have been a lot worse. Right then, let's have a look at Alfie then. Liking that. We're liking that livery. That is lovely. Right then, through Primrose Hill 4. Alfie as he heads down towards the York corner. Into York corner then for Alfie. Backing that one in. Nicely done. So all these bikes are exactly the same. They are the patterns. But we have called this a Super Twin class because it makes perfect sense to call it Super Twins instead of patterns. Because Super Twins just sounds a lot better in my opinion. So into the Mill Road roundabout for number 23. Oh, look at that. Shoulder on the curb for Alfie then as he runs down towards Station Corner. Should be flat out on these Super Twins, even in the rain. Well, we'll run on board with Alfie and let's see whether he does take it flat out. Yeah, piece of cake. As number 23 machine heads down towards University. Are all bikes out on circuit? Whoa! Adam there has somersaulted his machine. Right. Let's keep an eye then on Alfie as his first rider on track. Still not down to University. These bikes, I'm not saying they're slow, they're just not as quick as the other machines that we've got on display and on the schedule for this week. Through University then for Alfie and into the Ballysally roundabout. He goes. Nicely done there, using not too much of the track, just enough. As through the Ballysally roundabout. Oh, use a bit too much there on the exit of Ballysally. And down he goes. Joe on his way now up towards Mallows Cross. He was just behind that incident. So let's get Joe now through Mallows Cross chicane. Hard on the brakes then for the Ugly & Co. Racing machine. Nicely done. Oh yes, I forgot the jokes. I forgot the jokes, everybody, from my other half. Oh well, that's me in the bad books. Oh dearie me. Oh dear, some of these are not brilliant. Oh no. Oh right, I tell you what, ladies and gents. after this session, we'll have a bit of a comedy show. You can all thank my other half for this one. Yes, we'll reveal all after this session. Through the macro boy chicane then for Front Row Joe, and down towards Metropole for the number 69 machine. And hard on the brakes then for Joe. Oh, there we are, wrong camera, and we're away. Lovely stuff. In towards Church Corner for Joe, hard on the brakes. I tell you what, I've not thought about this. Right, so the patterns are already our slowest class that we have on offer in the schedule for the Northwest 200. It's also raining, so they're going to be going even slower through the corners. Oops. That's me not being popular. I'm not popular anyway, but does not bother me in the slightest. Right, Joe, down towards Juniper Hill. Through the left, through the right. And into the final section of the lap then for Joe. Oh, wrong button. Oh dear. As we get Joe over the line of 5:03.832. That's quite a respectable lap time, that. For our Front Row Joe. That is going to take some beating, I would have thought. As we get Mason Roth in towards the final part of the lap. Jamie does a 5:09.239, 5:07.235 from Charlie, 5:23.279 for Alfie. Mason Roth starts a flying lap. George in towards the Macroboy chicane, just waiting for Adam and Ash to complete a lap. Into Juniper Hill then for Ash. Let's have a look. Through the left, through the right, on the power. Well negotiated that by Ash. At the moment it is Front Row Joe on the front row and provisional pole position for the Super Twin race. Through Quarry Hill for Ash. Oh, uses the curb as a berm and uses the wall as a brake. Unlucky that for Ash, so close to the end, but he will cross the line and do an unbelievable lap time because that has glitched. Wonderful news. Right, so we've still got Adam, Mason and George still to complete laps. Adam now heading towards the Juniper Hill chicane. As down towards Juniper goes Adam. Hard on the brakes now. Oh, just a smidgen wide, but it's okay. That's all good. See, that left-hander is very tricky, like we said in an earlier session. Very difficult to get right, but Adam's done a good job there. As up towards the final corner of Quarry Hill for the number 92 machine. Adam's done a great job with those bikes for this week. As through the final corner and over the line for Adam, it's a 5:07.836 for the number 92. Well, it's Joe at the moment on provisional pole position. George going through the final part of the lap. And George goes provisional pole of 5:03.063 then for George, the number 17 machine, on provisional pole ahead of Joe. And Joe heading up towards Mathers Cross. He's 1.1 seconds up here. This is going to be a great lap from Joe if he can keep this one going. Into Mathers Cross then. He now goes. Great stuff from Joe. This could be a good lap from the Ugly & Co racing machine. Whereabouts is the rest of the field? Jamie's just going in towards Ballysally. Same for Charlie. Whereabouts is Alfie? He's on the exit of Ballysally. He's going to have to get a move on, just get out the way of fellow riders. Jamie now just heading up towards where Alfie is. Hopefully Alfie's kept off the racing line. Yep, he has. Good lad. And he keeps over to the right-hand side. He's going to let Jamie through. He will indeed. And Charlie now also heading up towards Mathers Cross, not too far behind Gamer Jamie. Meanwhile, we're having a look at the number 69 machine of Front Row Joe. Hard on the brakes then. Through Metropole. Let's have a look next sector time. Up on your screens, 1.7 seconds up then for Joe on this lap. Still a good lap from the number 69 machine. Been a long time since we said Joe has had a race win. I can't remember when the last time was, to be fair with you. I would have thought it'd be around the R7 Cup, but we'll confirm that for you. And he could be in good stead for a win in the Super Twins tomorrow if things stay the way they are, as Joe now heads towards the Juniper Hill chicane. Into Juniper then for Joe. If he can just negotiate Juniper perfectly, which he has done, this will be a cracking lap for Joe. Oh, that was brilliant. In towards the final corner then for Joe. Perfect. This is going to be a great lap from Front Row Joe. Is this provisional pole? It is a 5:02.077. Goes nearly a second faster than anybody else. Right, Jamie now heading in towards Juniper Hill. Still waiting for a lap time from Mason Roth. And we have lost Mason from this one. Well, let's get... Oh, Jamie into Juniper Hill. They're all out of shape for Jamie. Slow through the chicane. That's good. Presence of mind there for the number 6. And he will slot in behind one of the APR boys. I believe that is Charlie. As Charlie now heads in towards the final corner. Over the line. He goes provisional pole on a 5:01.038. Charlie to provisional pole position then for the Jude Harvey Foundation Super Twin race. Great lap that from Charlie. Some good times at the top. Jamie's now up to 4th on a 5:05.078. That was with going through the chicane. Went slowly. It didn't gain any time though because no big P next to his name. So there we are. Adam through Black Hill. And down towards the Juniper Hill chicane. Hard on the brakes then for Adam. Just shy of 8 minutes remaining of this one. And the software's playing up. Fantastic. Through Juniper and up towards the final corner then for Adam, the number 92 machine. Down towards the line then for Adam, a 5:02.475 goes to 3rd place on the timing screens. George now out on another lap into Quarry Hill. He now goes. He sets off on another flyer. Whereabouts is Ash? He's going on to another flying lap. Should get one more go at it. Anyone near the end of the lap? Don't think so. Everyone's heading down towards University or just starting our lap. Fabulous stuff. Right. Alfie now through University and in towards the Ballysally roundabout for the number 23 machine. And through Ballysally then. So it's all quite spread out at the top. Well, I say that. There's a second covering Charlie and Joe, and then it's quite tight from They're backwards, really. That's up towards Mathers Cross then for Alfie. .4 seconds up then on this lap is the number 23 machine. Jamie's not too far behind him. He won't be close enough for slipstream. Hard on the brakes then for the number 6 machine. Through the right, through the left, back over to the right and on the power. Up towards Macroboy. That's someone else just up ahead of Alfie maybe. Oh no, there's someone behind Alfie. Let's try and figure out who that is. Charlie maybe? I think it might be. Yes, it will be Charlie. Oh, look at this. We've got Ash and George there slipstreaming each other. Down towards University. Let's get a screenshot. Lovely stuff. In towards University then. Nicely done. Well, Charlie's leading this session at the moment. Jamie gets through Macroboy okay. Looks like Alfie was looking to rejoin. Did a good rejoin there. Did Alfie by the looks of it. So at the moment it is Charlie, Joe and Adam front row with George, Jamie and Alfie row 2. Alfie won't be here tomorrow, so that will promote Ash up to the second row of the grid. Then everyone else will be behind as we get Charlie now in towards Metropole. Through the left and up towards Church Corner. Half a second faster for Charlie on this lap. So this is a good lap so far from the number 24 machine. It's quite ironic that Charlie's doing well in our Super Twin / Pattern event, because over on his channel, the 24 Racing Series, I took top honours in his Pattern Championship. So there we are. It's quite ironic, really, that that Charlie's doing well here. Well, no surprise, because Charlie's one hell of a talent on the roads and the circuits as well, as he heads now up towards Juniper Hill. Hard on the brakes, and less than 4 minutes remaining of qualifying for the Jude Harvey Foundation Super Twin race into the final section of the lap then for Charlie. Is that Jamie behind him? Looks like Jamie might have closed the gap down on Charlie on this. He has indeed. Well, through the final corner then goes Charlie and Jamie. Charlie 5-0. Oh no, that's a glitch there, is it? No? Oh, I think Charlie might have equalled his best time. Well, Jamie does a 5:318. Charlie gets that wrong at the first chicane. That's it. These guys done. They won't get another lap. Adam now in towards Metropole. Runs a little bit wide. Looks like someone's been scattering some cones there. Ash through Church Corner. He's about to go. Oh, we've missed. We missed all 3 of them sector times. Fantastic stuff. Right, let me just have a look at something. Bear with me a second, people. There we are. Fan-dabby-dozy. Okay, so we lost George from this one as well. And we may call an early end to the Jude Harvey Foundation Super Twins. If we lose another person, then that's it. We're done. I'll tell you what. Joe might squeeze another lap in, so we'll... Alfie there has tipped off. We'll try and get Joe's next sector time. In towards the Macroboy chicane for Joe. Oh, someone's tipped off there. It was Ash's tipped off. Alfie's doing some wheel spin action. I just want to see Joe's next set time. If Joe's not on an improvement, then we will stop this one a little bit early. No one's going to get a lap in anyway. On the back wheel, very nice. Alright, whereabouts is Joe? Let's get Joe through Metropole. hard on the brakes then for the number 69 machine. Through Metropole and up towards Church Corner. It's green, 8/10 up then for Joe at the moment. This could threaten Charlie in P2. We will see this one out then. We just need to be careful here, just make sure it doesn't impede Joe on his fast lap. In towards Black Hill then for the number 69 machine. Oh, he clips the curb, gets away with it though. Down towards Juniper for the final time then for Front Row Joe. He's on the front row at the moment. Can't remember where George was actually. Anyway, we'll figure this out whenever. Into, oh, Juniper, look at that from Joe. Full commitment on the brakes through Juniper Hill. Lovely stuff. That from this is going to be a great lap from Joe. Ashed up to 5th, by the way, ladies and gents, when I just noticed. That's awful. And the checkered flag about to be shown. Through the final corner. Where will this put Joe? Over the line he goes. Goes second on a 5-minute .470. Very close to Jamie's lap time. That was nearly pole position there for Joe. Well, there we go. That's everyone done for this session. Adam and Ash into University, and that is everybody done. Adam on the back wheel, very nice. Oh, look at this, synchronized wheeling, very nice. So there we are, ladies and gents. It will be Jamie, Joe and George, your front row. Then we'll have Adam, Ash and Alfie, and we'll get George and Mason Roth in there as well. And of course, Super Ted, that got, well, had a mechanical before the session even started. So there we are, ladies and gents. That is it for tonight. Let's just get these times confirmed. Whenever it works, there we are. Lovely stuff. Okay, so those are your times. Jamie, Joe and George, front row. Let's do that again. Jamie, Joe and Charlie, front row. Excuse me. Then it's Adam, George and Ash. And then we'll have the rest of them behind. Do apologise there, Charlie. Lovely stuff. Very close, Joe. Very close. Good effort that, though, from everybody. Well, tomorrow night, ladies and gents, we do go racing. Well, going to be interesting for sure. Looking forward to that one. Oh, I've been told to hold on. Ash told me to hold on. Let's what should we hold on to? Hold. Let's hold Andy's arm. I don't know either. We've got to hold on to something. I'm told to hold on. Hey, Ash, you fucking legend, son. What a bloke. I don't like to swear because we're very professional. Up the mags! Let's have it, something. Even though I'm not a Newcastle supporter, I just do that just to make Dylan happy. Up the mags! Hey! I tell you what, Ash has got more money than me, that's for sure. Well, Ash, you living legend, you know how much I appreciate it. And as I said before, I don't have favourites, but if I did, you'd be that. There we are. Lovely stuff. Well, thank you very much for that one, Ash. That was, what a bloke. Mason Rothscott been gifted a sub. There we are. He'll be thrilled with that one. Well, ladies and gents, we are back tomorrow at 7:10, where Ash might give us some more subscriptions, and I'm sure plenty of entertainment on the circuit. 5 races to bring you tomorrow, 7:10 here live on Twitch. Hopefully, if I'm still here, because I don't know, I might be busy. I don't know. Should I make plans? I'll make some plans. We might be here tomorrow. I'm joking. We'll see you tomorrow, ladies and gents, for race day here at the SDPG Northwest 200. Ciao for now.